Greetings, everyone. This is Payment Nosy, also your friend, your coach. Today, we're kicking off day 3, halfway through the challenge of the January class for the Profitable Podcast launch challenge. It's not even this is a global class because of people from 3 continents. We have North America, Asia, Africa, and yeah, it's been a fun one. And today, we're gonna have a beautiful one. So let's get going. All right. Do you see my screen?
Yes, sir.
All right. Let's get going. So today we're going to be doing something that's going to literally build your business. And that is, we're going to be crafting your irresistible Godfather high ticket offer. So we're going to be crafting your offer around your zone of genius on the one pain point you're solving to your offer, your podcast and business. And I'm going to be introducing something that's going to be a non-negotiable aspect of not just your business, but any successful business. And that is having a quantifiable, measurable end result. My business stopped struggling and becoming a reliable system in business as soon as I implemented that. And I will explain that to you in detail today. So, and by the end of that, we'll have your offer very specific, just like the Godfather, an offer that they can't refuse when they hear it. Before we start, any questions from yesterday? Because yesterday was a powerful one about identifying zone of genius. Any questions? Once, twice?
I noticed that not many people submitted in the main chat room, their points from yesterday. Were we supposed to submit it there, or is there another place we're supposed to submit it?
Yes, that's a place to submit it on the WhatsApp group.
Okay.
We also have a Facebook group, but I prefer much more the WhatsApp because WhatsApp is much more personal. And also feel free to share it on the Facebook group as well. We have over 300 people in the Facebook group, but on the WhatsApp group, it's much more small and more intimate. So really up to you. Any other questions, guys? All right, let's move on. So one of the biggest decisions that we'll make is that of niche selection. What should you choose? What niche? What topic? And it's really not about selecting a niche. It's about, you shouldn't even be asking that question. If we've done what I've been showing you so far, it should be very logical by now it should be, because it's all about one thing and one thing only. It's about your skills, your talents, your expertise, experiences, wisdom, and gifts. Essentially, it's going to be about your zone of genius. This way, there's no guesswork required. It's a very logical, step-by-step, that's going to show you, make it evident for you to see, hey, this is your zone of genius, what your niche should be about, where you will be helping one very specific person with one very specific pain point. That's a basic equation. Always remember that. One pain point for one person. And it's all around your zone of genius. So, all clear so far?
Yes.
What do you guys think is the number one reason why most entrepreneurs and coaches struggle and fail to get any traction online? What's the number
Lack
one
of
reason?
clarity.
You saw it, right? But no, it's exactly that. Lack of clarity. What does that mean?
Vague.
What does that mean?
Not knowing who you are supposed to be marketing to.
Yeah. Especially when you hear someone say, I help people with a very generic and vague, like I help people be happy, become fit, become financially independent, and whatnot. Because guess what? All of that can mean a completely different thing for two different people. And that's why we need to be very specific. Because remember, your message is not meant for the world, and that's very okay. However, your message is meant for your world, and that's what we're doing here. It's a very powerful test. Let's role play. Let's role play that today. Imagine that we're sitting around a table, and the person to your left or to your right, leans towards you and asks you, "Hey, let's play that right now. I'm gonna go from my my screen. I'm leaning over to my right to you, Lonnie, and I say, so, yeah, Lonnie, what do you do?"
So I help women who have gone through overstriving or fixing, and get to alignment with God and release the striving.
That's much better. I like that. I'm gonna cover that in a moment. Expand on that. Now you lean over to your left, and you ask Carrie the same question.
Carrie, so what do you do?
I am right in the middle of recovering from a car accident. I am not working right now and I don't have my own company. So it's hard to answer that question at this time. But what I've done in the past is tech, most recently web design. I was going to start a video blog of my travels through the nation doing door dashing, and that's when I went off the road, unfortunately. So I didn't get very far because I went from Colorado to Wyoming and got kind of stuck in Wyoming for now. So I hope to be able to connect people who have had similar experiences of, that I have. I've been homeless. I've wrestled with different disabilities, invisible, and I'm still trying to rise from the ashes per se. And I'd like to interview those who, like maybe other phoenixes who have had low moments and risen to the top.
Okay, thank you. Now you lean over to your left and you ask Ryan that question.
Hey Ryan, what do you do?
Good morning, or good evening, sorry. I simplify all sorts of AI automation for people in space, just because there's a lot of confusion in the industry, and especially for lay people.
Awesome, thank you. I like that. Now you lean over to your left and you ask Hector.
Evening, Hector. What exactly is your target audience for Tribe?
Thank you. My target audience are people with disabilities. And I help people whose lives have been shattered by injury, illness, trauma, or loss. We help them rediscover who they are now, and build a life of meaning after everything changes.
Awesome, love that, thank you. Now you, Hector, you lean to your left and you ask Pastor.
Pastor Isaiah, what do you do?
Okay, disability, because I'm having some of them having different, they are not in lying straight to one disability, but they are in a different, just to connect with them.
To connect people? What people?
The disability people, like the cerebral palsy, we have different.
Okay, thank you.
Like that.
Thank you. Now you lean over to your left and you ask Irene. Pastor, you ask Irene, what do you do? You there, Pastor? Can you hear me?
I think his internet was breaking up because I don't think he was finished.
Yeah. Okay. So let's wait a couple more. Okay. We'll get back to him. So Irene, what do you do?
Sorry, I just joined a little bit later. So we're just telling what are we doing, like in life or as our profession. So I like exploring human connection and telling stories about it. So I was a journalist. So I want to continue telling stories about people, exploring their personalities, telling their stories, and just telling the world that we can be different, but at the same time, we're all the same and we have the same problems. And how can we connect with each other through the stories?
I like that. Thank you. So here's why we did this little fun test here. Because the what do you do question is one of the most common and first question we all ask everyone. And for business, you want to have laser focused clarity. So when you answer it, the last thing you want to do is to be, well, it's kind of complicated, or let me tell you a story, or this is how it happened. Because if you start that way, you're not going to be able to answer the question. You're going to leave the person asks you more confused than in the beginning, and that's the last thing we want. So instead, what we want to do is to be able to answer that question, a very specific, clear, short answer in a way that it's so clear that the person does not need to probe even further to follow up question clarifications because it's very clear. Because if a person has to ask for clarifications and follow up, then that means you don't have clear business, you don't have clarity. And because of that, you may not have a business. Do you see how that works? So this is what we're going to be changing today. And this is very important because, again, as I remember, clarity is the name of the game, and lack of clarity is the number one reason why most coaches online fail. So let's change that. Again, as I mentioned before many times, clarity is the name of the game. Clarity, clarity, clarity. What is one pain point you're solving and for who? And where is that person hanging out? It's all based on and built around your zone of genius, as I've been saying since the beginning. Now, on the flip side, there's also a very clear and real cost to not have to a lack of clarity, to not having clarity. So, for you guys, let me ask you a very powerful question. How much is not having clarity in your offer in business costing you each month? How much per transaction are you losing? How much more can you charge if you did have that laser focused clarity in your offer? I want you guys to answer this question truthfully and sincerely, first to yourself, and then feel free to share your answer here.
Sorry, what's the question there, Lorenzo?
Well, it's on the screen.
Oh, it's fine.
How much is not having clarity in your offer costing you and your business each month? How much money are you leaving on the table by not having clarity in your offer?
Well, for me, it would be everything because I'm not making anything. So if I'm not making anything at this time, it would be everything.
Absolutely.
Mais on peut le transformer.
I would say a lot for I would say a lot for me. Especially because I'm so used to now talking about my journey of living abroad and how to leave the familiar that the messaging is conflicting. I just need to focus on this, my offer for my coaching program. So yes, I'm leaving thousands of dollars.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. I would say more, if not tens of thousands of dollars that we all are leaving on the table because we at some point are lacking or still lacking that laser focus clarity. Hello, Reed. Thank you for joining us. How are you doing, my friend?
I'm doing fantastic. Always good to see you, Hector, and everyone. Hello,
you.
hello.
Thank you. So let me put you on the spot. Ask you that
Oh, no.
question. How much is lack of clarity costing in your business?
Each month. Okay. Lack of clarity for people, entrepreneurs that don't have it. Definitely depending on your size of business and what you're doing, each person and situation
This is for
different.
you. This is for you. For you. How much is
For
it costing
me.
you? Yes, you.
Well, I think I got quite a bit of clarity in terms of my business and where we're going right now with our retreats that we're doing for couples and for personal development all around the world, as well as relationship coaching for couples and individual. But there's always room for improvement, like anything else, right? So, if I can gain more clarity and
Yes.
better sales funnel or whatever, yeah, I could be making like easily a couple of 10,000 to 20,000s more.
Absolutely. So let me ask you a question. We
Yep.
just did a role playing. Imagine you're sitting on a table and the person next to you leans over to you and say, "Hey, Ree, what do you do?
Uh-huh. Hey, Ree, what are
What
they asking me?
what do you do? What's your business?"
Okay. Asking me what my business is. Well, I am a relationship coach with a training in social work, and I help couple be able to find a compatible partner and to build deeper connections between each other, as well as hosting. In order to facilitate that, we host, me and my partner, retreats all around the world to fast track, shortcut your personal growth rather than doing it in your own comfort zone in the cold like we live here in Canada. Why not go to another different state where you can actually go outside of your comfort zone, give yourself the permission to explore, to see possibility and limitless opportunity to gain full clarity on what you truly want out of life and aligning that with who you truly are without being apologetic about what you do and what you're able and is worth the money for. So you actually attract the right type of clients into your business and the people you want to play with. Like I love being with Lorenzo because he's a heart-centered gentleman,
Okay.
sweet gentleman too, I have to say.
I
Whoever
can be
gets to
spicy
have
too,
him.
you know?
I know you can be spicy, but whoever is the lucky girl that gets to have Lorenzo, she
Yeah.
better be a badass and take good
Yes,
care of him.
absolutely. And you just did a retreat where again?
Did a retreat in Hawaii and I did a retreat just recently in Mexico. And the next one that we're doing, again, we're taking four beautiful people, fantastic people that we're personally inviting back to New Mexico in this jungle, just breathtaking place. It's gorgeous. And the meal and the food and
When?
in November, early November.
Oh, this year. Okay. Well,
Yeah, so there's time for people to actually be able to save money, put money aside, have like a payment plan that they can afford it and budget in their things. But yeah, we know that when we're going to be doing this, it's going to be we're going to gain a lot of traction. We already have interests, four different couple interested in our thing. We haven't even started promoting yet.
well, my plan is to be in South America in the fall this year. So if it's not too far, let me
Well,
know.
you know what,
Let's
Lorenzo,
swing by.
you're welcome to come on board. We'll have an amazing party. As you know, Reed throw the best amazing party ever. And Hector, I want you there too.
Oh,
Thank you.
I can definitely see that.
I did want to bring something up, Lorenzo.
Yeah.
One of the things that one of my blocks is a scarcity mindset, in really delivering my message to people with disabilities, they most of them come from a very low income thing. So the way I try to get around that is to try to market to or to try to sell my products to our organizations, corporations that provide services to people with disabilities, because people with disabilities themselves are very low income. So how much of that is mindset and how much of that is reality about who we're trying to, sell our products to?
Yes, that's a great question. That's a great question. And what I can tell you is help the person that, remember, as I said yesterday, your avatar is no one else than yourself when you were at your lowest, when you were starting. Build your business, build your offer the way you, actor, wished existed when you were at your lowest and when you were starting your journey. What did you wish was available back then? Who did you wish was there? Say, as a big brother, big sister, hold my hand. I've been in your shoes, and together follow my lead, and we can get you out of there. That's your focus. Build your. That has been one of the biggest breakthrough for me, to realize that you are your avatar. Build your business the way you wished existed when you were a few steps ago. Because again, the person that you can help at the highest level is the person just a few steps behind you. And when someone is looking to invest a few $1,000s and a coach and a mentor and a guide and an activator, it's not some disconnected billionaire, but someone who's just 1, 2, 3, or 4 steps ahead of him or her, someone they can relate, identify, and resonate with. So that would be my answer. Build it the way
I
you.
appreciate that. Right.
Yeah.
I appreciate that only because, I go back and forth. Just, for the teachers that I've met throughout the, few years I've really been digging into this, they almost think that free is a bad word. And yet, I think what you're doing and what caught my attention with you is that you did offer a free week like you did here now. Just for us to really get our understanding and get our feet wet and to just really understand more about what it is that you offer. That's of value. So I go back and forth. So do we do free? Do we not do free? Or, that's where I go back.
Great question. It's really up to you. And what I will tell you is hosting a 5-day challenge. That's something that I go in detail inside the academy, is beyond the scope of this little 5-day challenge. Has been a game changer for me. It took my business from struggling to get clients to having a reliable, systematic system to get clients on demand each time I run a challenge. At the end of each academy class, I host a graduation party. We celebrate each other, and I asked them one question: would you have joined my academy if I had not hosted a 5-day challenge? Guess how many said they would have?
Oh, 0?
Exactly. Because a 5-day challenge is the best way to get high ticket clients. It's an amazing opportunity for you over 5 days to really build the trust, rapport, share your story. And of course, not everybody's going to join because, again, as I said, this may not be for everyone, but for the right person, it's going to be a godsend.
Thank you.
Very welcome. And on the challenge, especially as you have seen, I don't hold anything back. I literally give away the farm because, again, I want to help you guys as much as possible. I've had students from the previous challenges that have literally, by implementing just what I've been sharing with them for free and the challenge, been able to get direction in the business, to get leads, to get clients. I've had people tell me that this 5-day challenge has been better than some high-priced course they paid for $5,000-$10,000. People say they would even gladly pay $2,000 to $3,000 just for the information that I share for free and the challenge. So again, when you host an event like this, don't hold anything back. Just speak from the heart, help as much as you can, because that's how you really build a trust, rapport, and you can see. And when people can see, wow, if this guy or this girl is providing that much value for free, I wonder what's going to be once I actually get inside the paying program. So again, don't hold anything back. A 5-day challenge has been an absolute game changer for me because, again, and this is why all the big boys and big girls were doing 6-7 figure launches per day. This is what they've been using, a 5-day challenge to get high ticket client reliably, systematically, and clockwork. So,
Thank you.
awesome. So, sorry. So as I was saying, the number one reason why most coaches online fail to get any traction is because they lack clarity. And there is a real cost to having a lack of clarity. We just went through that. Now, let's move forward. Here's a very powerful principle I learned the hard way. I want all of you guys to really screenshot and memorize that. And that is, the client has to care first about the problem before they can care about you, the solution you offer. Let me repeat that. The client has to care first about the problem before they can care about the solution you're an offer. What does that mean? That means don't be like 99% of other so-called coaches and entrepreneurs who, as soon as they interact with you, hi, nice to meet you, they pitch you right away. How would you like help with this? And that's the fastest way for you to go nowhere and to get ignored and reported by people in Facebook. So again, what does that mean? What that means here is that as a coach, as a mentor, as a guide, as a big brother, big sister, as an activator, our two main tasks, number one, is to educate. What is a problem? Why the problem is in the first place? What's going to happen if they don't take any drastic action to solve this right away? Once you do that and you educate them, then you stand out. You become the go-to person, the go-to expert in their mind, because you were the one and only one probably who actually took the time to really listen and help them, educate them. And when you do that, you become the obvious choice, the go-to person. Does that make sense?
Yes.
That's step number one. Step number two, again, I just mentioned that. Yeah. The second, okay, this is just a bit deeper. So again, educate your audience. What is a problem? Why it's in the first place? What's going to happen if they don't take any drastic action? And then once you've done that, then you've earned the right to talk about how you can help them. And then you don't even have to introduce or pitch them. They will ask you, wow, Ree, Lonnie, Irene, Hector, and so on and so forth. How can I solve this? How can I fix this? Can you help me? It's going to be a natural question they will ask you because you were the one that made them understand the gravity of the situation. Not some schmuck that's just trying to pitch them from the first message. Hi, nice to meet you. Would you like some help with this? Oh, listen, check this. My program can help you get more leads and whatever. No. Does that make sense, guys?
Yeah.
This is very important. Your
Yes.
number one task is to really educate. Once you've done that, then you've earned the right to talk and introduce about how you can help them. And once you've done that, the next piece of the puzzle is this, very important. You need to make them understand, realize, and believe that they can do it. That's the ultimate question. Whenever someone is looking to invest money in a program, you have three main questions in mind. Number one, can I trust this person? Number two, is this person competent enough? And number three, that's a big one. That's the one that's going to determine whether they will open their wallet or not. And that is, can I do it? Sure, you did it, he did it, she did it, but what about me? I'm busy. I have 55 kids. I work 3,000 hours a week, and I have all of this and this and this. Where am I going to find the time? Can I do it? That's a big question. You need to give, what does that mean? You need to make them believe that they can do it. What does that mean? That means that you need to give them a taste of a win as soon as possible, no matter how small it may be. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Yes.
So your two main tasks, again, as a coach, as a guide, as a mentor, and my favorite word, as an activator. Number one, to educate. And number two, once you've educated them, make them realize that they can do it. And give them a taste of a win, no matter how small, as soon as possible. That is key. Because that's going to open up the floodgates in their mind. Oh, I can do that. And that's going to lead to a yes, without you even pitching or chasing and all that. Do you see how that works, guys?
Yes.
This is very, very, very important, guys. Because again, I shared yesterday, there's a cheesy line in real estate, location, location, location. It's true. And after living and doing business around the world for the last 20 years, I noticed something similar. I call it the rule of the 3Ds. Differentiation, differentiation, differentiation. How do you set yourself apart? How do you become chosen and not being ignored? And this is how. One, you educate, and two, you make them realize and believe that they can do it. That's the ultimate test. That's the one that's going to open wallets. Make me understand and realize and say, I can do it despite my crazy busy schedule. This is very important, guys. Does it make sense?
Yes.
Yes.
All right, cool. Now, when you see the term Irresistible Godfather Offer, what does that mean to you?
Do or die situation.
Sorry?
It's a do or die situation. What do
you mean?
It's valuable. It means, it's either my life, my soul, because right away I think about the Godfather. I think about the Mafia Godfather. And that was his line, I have an offer you can't refuse, meaning it's really not even an option. It's you just have to do it, because that's how, who's asking you that and, where it's coming from.
Have you guys heard of Alex Hormozy?
What's that?
Yes,
Have you
we
heard
do.
of Alex Hormozy? For me, he's the greatest marketer, the most genius guy ever. Super fit guy, and he's like, 32 years old. He makes $250 million a year. His tagline is this: Hi, my name is Alex Hormozy. My business is make 300 million a year, and I have nothing to sell you. That's his line. That's the introduction. His free content online is better than most people's highly priced programs. Seriously. I was just listening to him last night in bed while I was sick as a dog. He gave me an idea that I'm going to implement in my business right now. So Alex Hormozy says, a Godfather offer is an offer so good that people would feel stupid saying no to. I recommend his book, the $100 million offers. It's I don't have it here with me. I have it in my other apartment. But that book is the Bible of business. I recommend you guys to get it. If you can get the physical copy, it's a big bulky book, but it's worth every penny. Or get the Kindle, or even get the Audible. So
It's
that
really
book
I'll be
is
right.
the best business book in the world. The $100 million offer by Alex Hormozi, Hormozi, or ZI for you guys Americans. So yeah, Alex Hormozi, $100 million offers, the best book ever in business. So, and the title is literally an offer so good people would feel stupid saying no to. And this is what I want you guys to build, an offer so good that when your prospects see that, they would feel stupid saying no to. That's what we need. And to do that, we need to have extreme laser focus clarity. You guys ready?
Yes.
So by now, it shouldn't be any surprise to you what it's gonna include. Basically, again, one pain point, one person, and the time frame. How long is it gonna take to achieve that? Because when you hear an offer, of course, you want to know what is it, one pain point is gonna solve, and how long is it gonna take me. Like for example, my academy is 3 weeks. I could very easily turn it into a 4-year undergraduate program. Does any of you guys here have 4 years to spend to invest to learn about how to run a profitable podcast? Absolutely. I wouldn't even do it, even if you were to pay me $1 million a year. Well, $1 million a year, I might reconsider it, But other than that, no. But instead, the time, compress it, 3 weeks. Now, 3 weeks, 1 hour a day, that's something that we can do, So again, 3 key elements. Number one specific pain point you're solving, for who, and how long. These are absolutely non-negotiable elements, ingredients of a Godfather offer. Does that make sense?
Yes.
All right. Again, I'm going to fly through that because we're into that all week long. Very, very, very clear. What specific pain point can you solve? And there's no guesswork, magic involved. It's all based and built around your zone of genius. What is your zone of genius? The zone of genius is going to determine to you and let you know in no uncertain terms what is that one thing you're uniquely qualified to solve better than anyone. And I shared with you guys yesterday the different ways to identify your zone of genius. So go to the slides, identify your zone of genius. And again, that's what you need to do. One specific pain point. For who? Again, your avatar is not some fictional character. It's not Sally from HR or Johnny Boy from finance. None of that. Your avatar is you just a few steps ago. Build your offer the way you wished existed when you were started. What did you wish was there? Who did you wish was available when you were at your lowest? That's it. So when he or she reads your message, sees your message, or hears it, they will feel like, wow, he understands me. She speaks my language. That's what you want. And of course, the last one is how long? So here's a summary. The quantifiable, measurable end result. This is absolutely non-negotiable. Your offer must have that. Otherwise, you don't have an offer. And that is, number one, what is the offering? For who, doing what, and how long? Screenshot that. This is very important. What is it you're offering? For who, doing what, and how long? Make sense? So when next time someone asks you, so tell me, Hector, Ree, Pastor, Lonnie, Carrie, and so on and so forth, what do? You want to be able to answer in one short, sweet answer, sentence that includes all of that. What is your offering? What pain point you're solving? For who? Doing what? And how long? You're off. So when you reach that level of clarity, the person knows very well what you're talking about. They don't need to dig further and ask you for clarification. The only question in their mind is, wow, that sounds amazing. How can you help me? How soon can we start? See how that works? Now let's take a look at, again, I mentioned that before. And it's worth repeating again. Clarity, clarity, clarity. Clarity is the name of the game. The more clarity you have in your message and offer, the more your message will be magnetic. The more your offer will be compelling. Your program transformational. And guess what? Your business will be profitable. Very simple. Now, here's some examples of previous students of mine of their quantifiable, measurable end results. When I first launched my academy 4 years ago, it was very simple. It was launch a profitable podcast in 3 weeks. And then it evolved into monetize your podcast in 30 days after launch. And then the next one is a business I was involved before when I was doing e-commerce. Find your first paying client. That's not the next one. This one is very clear as well. Find your first paying client in 30 days through LinkedIn or Facebook. Very specific. Or lose 10 pounds in 30 days with only one exercise in 10 minutes a day. That's very specific as opposed to telling how people get in shape. The last one is the one that a business I was involved before in e-commerce, and that is find, source, select, and launch your first product on Amazon within 90 days, even if you're a complete newbie. Make sense? Let me give you the actual formula. There's 2 versions. The first version is I help blank, being your avatar, solve a specific problem with a proven solution in a time period guaranteed. The second version is this. I help client achieve dream outcome without pain, fear, and a time period guaranteed. Does anyone know in which cases you use which one? If you don't know, that's okay. I'll tell you. There's 2 versions. One is meant for one specific stage of business and one for the other. Does anyone know when to use which one?
What's the question here, Lorenzo? Formulate for crafting a Godfather. Okay, I helped something client avatar solve problem.
The question is, when do you use which version of these 2 formulas?
Yeah, I'm just gonna read it quickly because I don't understand. So, problem proven solution in time period guarantee. I something dream outcome without pain, fear, and time period guaranteed. Solve problem. Oh, they're pretty similar. Hard to answer. I don't know the answer to that one, Lorenzo.
No worries, no worries. So here's the thing. The first one is if you're starting a new business or a new offer and you don't have any social proof, any testimonials yet. That's when you use this. And this way, sorry, wait, no. Wait. Sorry, my bad, I mix it. The first one is if you're starting a new business, you focus on helping them avoid a pain, a fear. The second version, that's when you use that when you're just starting a business or starting a new offer, when you don't have any social proof. The first one is if you already have a successful business with proven track record and you already have plenty of testimonials to back it up, then you emphasize on the outcome. And
Yeah,
again,
that makes sense.
I'm going to share
Makes
that
sense
with you
because it's
guys.
proven solution.
Yeah, exactly. So again, if it's a brand new offer, a brand new business starting, then you emphasize on helping them avoid a pain or fear, which is the second version. If it's an existing successful business or offer and you have the track record, the testimonials to back it up, then it's the first one. Make sense?
Yes.
Let me give you some examples. These are examples from previous students of mine. I help female executives over 40 years old experience greater health, reverse diabetes without drugs and expensive medical bills in as little as 60 days. That's a very real offer. Or I help male entrepreneurs in the 40s and 50s get the first paying client within 30 days or in as little as 30 days using the power of Facebook groups. Very specific. Another one, I help busy moms in the 30s lose one dress size in 30 days without going to the gym and with only 1 5-minute exercise per day. I have a feeling this could be $1 billion business, especially that one. Or I help single dads find, select, source, and launch the first product on Amazon in as little as 90 days, even if they're complete newbie. Here's another one. I help introverted entrepreneurs gain unshakable confidence and land a TEDx talk without any presentation experience in as little as 30 days. See how clear they are? Specific. What is it? What pain point? What for who? Doing what? And how long? The time frame is very important. You need to mention that because people want to know. So how long is it going to take me? Here's my offer initially over time. I help authors, coaches, and speakers with a tiny or no audience at all launch a profitable podcast, YouTube channel to get leads on demand and clients organically in as little as 60 days. I can even shorten that to 30 days. And the current one, I help authors, coaches, and speakers get the first and next high-ticket client through their very own profitable podcast, YouTube channel, even if they have no audience to start with, in as little as 30 to 60 days from launch. See how specific it is? It's first of all, it calls out who is it for? What pain point or what dream outcome? Doing what? And how long? So I want you guys to really look at the formula and some of these examples and create your offer, your irresistible Godfather offer, an offer so good that people would feel stupid saying no to. Make sense? Now that we have the formula, let's hear your offers in one sentence. Keep it short, sweet, to the point, incorporating this. So okay, so again, if it's a new offer on new business and you don't have any testimonials, any social proof yet, use the second version where you show them how to avoid the pain. For example, if I were to create my initial offer, it was I help authors, coaches, and speakers launch a profitable podcast and get the first paying client in as little as 30 days, even if they have no audience and without being a techie. So now let's hear your examples. I'm gonna put you first on the spot, Loni. It's okay. There's no wrong or right answer. We're all here to learn, to grow, and become better. So it's okay. Keep it short, sweet, to the point. Remember, first, call out the people you're helping. What pain point, doing what, and how long. Very simple.
Okay. So I help I help women, if they don't have to be Christian, who love God but feel burnt out from over functioning and realign their life with God, heal at the root, walk in peace and purpose through my 6-week Rise of a Daughter coaching program.
Love that. So what I would recommend is you can add women of faith.
Women of faith. Okay.
Or men of faith, women of faith. I love that. And once you've created that, I want you guys to share it on the WhatsApp group so we can all help each other.
Okay.
That's beautiful. I love that. Thank you. Ree.
I help women's, oh my God, what is it? I help oh God, I help women. Sorry, I didn't really think. Can somebody go before me so I have a little time to think
All
about
right,
this?
all right. Just because you're my friend, I'll cut you some slack. Okay.
Thank you. I
No
appreciate it.
worries. Hector.
I help men and women with disabilities. No, let me go back. I help men and women with newly injuries reclaim their value and their worth.
That's a great thing. If I may, I would recommend a few changes, a few changes to it to make it more clear, more specific. Men and women. Let me give you a very silly example. Can I become a successful pregnancy coach?
No,
Why?
because you don't have the lived experience of a woman that
Thank you.
can get pregnant or has been pregnant.
But can I learn it?
You can, but it's not as valuable as a person who goes through it.
Why is it not as valuable?
I don't know, because in my mind I differentiate that if you lived experience, it's different than what people who learn the experience. You can learn a book
Exactly.
value. I mean, I
Exactly.
went to school and, they tell you right away, if you're going to do it by the book, you're probably going to lose out, you
Yeah.
know?
So absolutely love that. The reason is because I'm a man. I cannot get pregnant, and a woman can never relate with me, and I can really fully feel and live what she goes through. So, and this is a very silly and extreme example. So you said this is one example where some of my most successful clients always start that way. They want to help everyone because they come from a beautiful perspective of beautiful hearts. But we can really be the most impactful is when we really laser focus that down. You as a man, the person you can help the most is other men. That doesn't mean you cannot help women. Absolutely, you can.
Right.
But when you put your messaging targeted towards men, they will relate with you, identify with you. Oh, that's me. Remember what I said? Your avatar is the version of you. Build your business, you offer the way you, actor, wished existed when you were at the lowest, when you were starting on your journey. Who did you wish was there as a big brother? Say, hold my hand, I've been in your shoes, and together we can get out of it. What did you wish was available? That's the gist of it. Build your offer for, because again, your avatar is a version of you just a few steps ago.
Yeah, it's still very new to me.
Does that make
You know?
sense?
Yes, makes a lot of sense. And let me just add to that,
Yes,
Lorenzo.
please go ahead.
So for me, when I came out with my 6-week course, me and my friend Willis Washington, we geared it towards just with men with spinal cord injuries, just men with spinal cord injuries, because we were both spinal cord injured. We were both men, so we felt that we could relate the most to that, to our audience. And it was strange because as soon as we started making our offer to men with spinal cord injuries, and we started putting it on social media, the one thing that we got back was feedback from women and say, hey, do you have this course for women?
You know what? You're speaking my language because when I first started my business, I went to work with male entrepreneurs in the 40s because that's me. But within a month, I noticed, wait a second, 90% of my clients are women. So I had to adjust and pivot. Here's another example. You guys heard of Russell Brunson, right? One of the goats out there. So his first successful business was helping men overcome pornography addiction. So, of course, his target was men. But then they noticed within very shortly that 90% of the clients were women because women were very badly affected by the implications of their partners, their husbands, boyfriends, and so on, even the sons being affected by pornography addiction. So they had to make a drastic change. So what we're doing here, guys, is to establish a starting point. It doesn't mean that this is going to be set in stone in your business for the next 12 million years. It's going to be that. No. Be ready. It's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. The offer you start with today will change. Pay attention. The most valuable data and feedback you will get is a feedback from your paying clients. Take a look at your dashboard and adjust accordingly. Your business will change. So what we're doing here is to establish a starting point. And of course, once you start, keep an eye for the feedback you're getting from your paying clients, because what me and you think doesn't matter. What matters is what the people are willing, ready, and able to pay you, they want and need. Does that make sense?
Yes.
So again, yes, absolutely. Start, for example, if you want to start targeting men and you notice within 2 weeks that women, 90% of your clients are women, then that's a business decision you have to make.
Yeah. And you know what the other thing was that we did, Lorenzo, is the first time that we offered the course, it was just me and Willis offering it to men. The second time I came around offering the course, I picked a woman specifically with that to have it as a co-partner. So she was able to give the woman's perspective, I was able to give the man's perspective, and blah, blah, blah. We covered both things.
That's a winning combo because this way you can target both.
Right.
So in that case, absolutely.
Thank you.
Very welcome. Who wants to go next and share their Godfather offer?
I got it.
Woohoo, let's go.
Let's go. So I help women move from confusion and emotional overwhelm to secure deeply connected relationship with visible result within the first 3 weeks.
All right, love that. Couple of suggestions. Women. Can you make that more specific? What kind of women?
Women's 35 and plus. But most of them are like women's. What I noticed, most of my clients are women who have gone through a divorce, separation, or single moms. And this is their second or third relationship. That seems to
All
be the
right.
pattern, but I don't know how to word that.
All right. Put that in your messaging. I help women who've gone through divorce or separation, all that, to find their last relationship. The
Can
ever
you say that
after.
again? I help women what?
Women who have gone through divorce or separation find the ever after and last relationship. I just made that up, but you can always
Lasting relationship or last relationship?
lasting relationship. Up to you how you want to phrase that.
Okay. So do I say the 35 and up at all or no?
Really up to you. And so far, what has been the bulk of the women you've helped? Are these women over 35 or under 35?
Um, hmm. Most of them are like closer to their 40s. They're like in their close, like they're 37, but most
Yeah.
of them are in their 40s,
Then mention
like
that in
early
your message
40s.
because the more specific you are, the more is going to speak directly to the heart and soul of that lady.
Okay. Okay. And now my biggest thing is that because I'm actually starting the men's circle, but that's a separate thing, and I
Yeah.
have a weakness for the men. So, but it seems like, well, that's maybe for
Mhm.
later. I have my groups of men.
Yeah.
But it seems like right now, when I do think about relationship coaching, it seems to be mostly the woman that has the money and that actually are the first one to actually reach out. Well, when I do have the men, I love working with them, and they desperately need the help. It's unfortunate they don't
So you
come.
can mention something like I help successful corporate women or successful women in the 30 and the 40s who have gone to divorce separation to find their last everlasting relationship, something like that.
Okay, that sounds good. Thank you so much, Lorenzo.
You're
That
welcome. I'll
helps.
send you the bill after, okay? Just
All
one
right.
Bitcoin, just one Bitcoin, not too much. I'm not greedy. Just joking. All right. So that's it, guys. Call the person you're helping with as much clarity, specificity as possible. So when he or she hears, sees, or watches that, they will say, wow, that's me. He understands me. She speaks my language. That's what you want. The last thing you want is to help people because helping people, you're helping nobody. I hope that by now this has become crystal clear for you guys. You definitely don't want to be the jack of all trades and master of none. You want to be a specific expert. All right, who wants to share theirs next? Let me see. Irene.
So actually, I'm still like defining
That's
my
okay. Share it with
gender.
us. Share it with us. That's okay.
So I don't know how to even like put it into words because I'm still like looking for it. I'm still like trying to find what my business can look like. Because I have like this journalism background and I can write, so I want to do something with my writing.
Okay.
So actually, my question is, how can you make like content creation or something as you offer?
What kind of content
Because
creation and for who?
um, so I was thinking like to start a blog.
Okay. Keep in
Um,
mind what we're doing here is to build an i-ticket offer. We can sell $1,000 or more offer. Now, how can you having a blog? Are you gonna do like a reviews, affiliate marketing? What are you gonna do? How are you gonna monetize that blog? Starting a blog can be the platform, but like for example, as a former journalist, you can be a copywriter, writing winning resumes, writing bids, pitch decks. So identify exactly what you want to do based on your experience, expertise, son of genius, and for who, doing what, and how long, and then put that in writing. Make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Because writing is
Yeah,
pretty
yeah.
vague. What are you gonna write? For who?
Um, about like having this travel blog and inspire people to start solo traveling.
Okay, people, first of all, what kind of travel blog? I would recommend you niche down and select a theme because travel blogs, they're far few and far between. There's tons of them out there. What's gonna allow you to set yourself apart? What
Mm-hmm.
can,
Yeah, that's the question. So I've been thinking a lot about it, and I'm still trying to figure out. Because yeah, it like you said, it's so hard to get the niche because there's so much content out there, like just in
yeah,
general, yeah.
and especially now
Especially,
with Chat GPT and all
yeah,
that, you can create everything for free.
yeah. That's the thing that like your content creation cannot be your offer because
Yeah.
it's not about monetization. Yeah, it can be
Have you
like a
done have you
platform,
done
a way.
copywriting? Have you done copywriting?
Yeah. Yeah. I've done it. Yeah, I'm just have reading for like corporate brands, but that's not what I'm passionate about.
All right, here's another thing I would recommend you guys. Any of you guys that are blessed to speak more than one language, build your business in that business. It's going to be a lot easier, less competition. So, for example, if you speak Russian, help the Russian market.
Mhm.
If you're French, help the French market, or German, and so on and so forth. Because there's going to be a lot less competition, and you can very easily and faster become the go-to expert.
Mhm. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. So, write down, do some brainstorming today. Write down in the chat the first version of your offer using these two formulas. If it's a brand new offer, emphasize on the pain point that you're helping them avoid, which is the second formula. If it's an existing successful offer in business, use the first one where you're emphasizing on the um, on the solution. Okay, so
Yeah.
share it
Mhm.
later in the. If you can come up with something today, by all means share it. If not, do it on the WhatsApp group. And again, there's no right or wrong. We're here to have a starting point. Okay,
Mhm.
awesome.
Yeah. Okay.
Carrie,
Okay. Thank you. Yeah.
welcome. Carrie, share with us your offer using this.
So, I helped the disabled homeless rise from the ashes in as little as 1 year. Is that too long though?
Wait, sorry, say it again.
I helped the homeless or disabled rise from the ashes in as little as 1 year.
Okay. What exactly do you help them with?
So I don't. What I envision is connecting them with the resources that I was connected with when I was homeless and disabled,
Okay.
and being able to like interview people who have been there, get their experience, and then help others
Okay.
do the same thing.
So what
I
is
hope to be able to connect with service providers
okay? Like a
and
connect.
have also interview them,
Okay.
and so that I connect the service provider with the homeless or disabled individual.
Hmm. Okay. Um, write down your answer in the WhatsApp group, and we'll go over it.
Okay.
And go over it. Okay.
Okay.
But again, keep in mind, guys, this is just the starting point. Doesn't mean that what you're gonna write or say today, that's gonna be your business for the next 25 billion years. No, your business will change based on the feedback you're getting from the market, meaning from your paying clients. All right, let's move on. Share your offer on the WhatsApp group, Carrie, and we'll go over it. I'll go over it after. Ryan.
Okay.
Yes, Lorenzo.
What's your offer? Tell us using this formula.
Okay, I guide small business owners navigate the world of AI with automating their FAQs using voice AI and orchestration in 30 days.
Okay, I like that. Repeat it again slowly.
I guide small business owners navigating the world of AI with automating their FAQ, frequently asked questions, with voice AI and orchestration in 30 days.
Love that. Here's a tip for all of you guys. When you mention a time frame, do not use "and" or do not use "within" because that's going to expose you to legal liabilities. Instead, use "in as little as." I loved what you said. I think it was you, Carrie, when you said "in as little as." Who was that? Someone said that. So what I would recommend is use "in as little as opposed to
Something vague.
"in 30 days" or "within," because again, your system works just like you're saying. You can take the horse to the water, but you cannot drink for the horse. You can show the business how to help them navigate the world of AI, but if they don't take action, that's on them, not on you. See what I mean?
Yes.
So for legal purposes, to really protect yourself, avoid using "within 30 days" or "in 30 days." Instead, say "in as little as." Make sense?
Yes.
All right. Anyone else who hasn't shared their Pastor, what's yours?
Mine, I just do what we call participation with. I started with the children, then after that, adult. Then there was a challenge of women's just coming in for the guidance and counseling as public participation in churches. So I do go to churches, schools, and I participate there. But we have difficulties whereby in Africa we don't go for the profit or for the money. So if you go for that, you will not find the clients. So I volunteer for them so that I can participate with them and have them in the board. And that's what I'm doing in my church or the churches that I'm going in. And I take only per week. I go once per week.
Okay.
And the challenge is that time management is now affecting me during the participation.
Okay. So
Yeah.
if you were to express that using one of these two formulas, how would you do that? First, you call out the people you're helping with what, doing what, and how long.
So I deal with age 35 and below. I've seen the age of 35 and below. And then public participation.
Mm-hmm.
Then around 1 week, the duration period.
So you work with them for a week, or they get results in as little as a week?
4 week.
Sorry, 1 week or 4?
4 weeks.
4. Okay.
Yeah.
And what do you help them with? What pain point you help them and what dream come do you help them achieve in those 4 weeks?
Okay. I'm having so many objectives to achieve because we have some of them that are spinal cord injury.
Okay.
Others are cerebral palsy.
Okay.
So I normally give them what I offer them the guidance and the counseling and etc. So I get what we call the public, not for the objective achievement.
So that would translate into something like I help people under 35 who are suffering from cerebral palsy and what was that? Discord injuries.
Yeah.
And as little as I don't know what was that you helped them with. I forgot that. And as little as 4 weeks. That could be something that you can how you could phrase your offer. Okay?
Yeah.
So write it down in the
Yeah.
chat and share it with us later. I'll go over it later, okay?
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
Awesome. Let me check with all right, no worries. Okay. Loni, yes, just going to the chat. Should I include the age because my clients are 35 and over? Yes, absolutely, Loni. Call them out. Call them out in a very specific, clear way. So you say, I help women over 35 or whatever. Call them out because the more specific you are, the more it's going to speak directly to the heart and soul of that person. You work with women of faith over 35, call them out. I have actually one student of mine from a few years ago in the Atlanta area. She's very active in the church. Her offer is she helps Black women of faith in the Atlanta region with, I forgot what exactly she helped, but it's very specific, you know? And she's doing really well because it's very, you don't need the world, you just need your world. Very specific. So absolutely call them out. Did I miss anyone here that hasn't shared theirs? Okay, let's
go.
all right, let's move on. Perfect. Again, guys, once you build your offer, the biggest ROI activity that you can do is to make offers, create offers, because offer creation is literally wealth creation. The more offer you create, the more offers you make, the more money you will make. As simple as that. That's one activity that will have the biggest ROI in your business. As my coach says, always focus on your MMAs. MMAs mean money making activities. Focus on your MMAs, money making activities. Is that a task going to translate to you making money today in the next week or so? If yes, focus on it. If it's about the color of a button on your website or the font or any such trivial thing, don't waste your time. Don't spend 6 months on that. Hire someone.
What's it again? MMA, it's money making what?
Money making activities.
Thank you.
Welcome. All right. So we already did that. Again, your quantifiable, measurable offer has to be, again, you call out who you're helping, with what, doing what, and how long. That's how we create a Godfather Irresistible Offer. That's it for today. I invite you guys, I will share that on the WhatsApp group, to book a one-on-one call with me for this week or next week to further brainstorm with you and to see how we can implement that into your business. And here's the sneak peek for tomorrow. Tomorrow's going to be all about tech, creating your podcast asset and foundation, format, naming, creating your YouTube channel, your thumbnails, covers, and recording and editing and all that. Tomorrow's going to be tech day. So any questions about anything I covered today?
I think once again, it gave me a lot of information to really think about and to really work on my clarity and just get it as clear as possible. You know?
Good. I sincerely hope that you guys actually implement that. This is not entertainment. This is not Netflix. Implement it. This can literally change your life when you implement it, when you do what I'm teaching you, because this works. I'm the poster child for it. Seriously. Any other questions?
Yes. So last year when I first launched this particular business, the clients that I received, they were most international. So I'm wondering, should I put I help international women of faith or don't go that deep?
So
What you think?
what was the ratio of international versus local? By local, I mean in the US.
I only had one US person.
Really? Wow.
Everybody else, Indonesia, Malaysia, like it's been that. And I thought it would have been people, the women from the US, but it wasn't. It was mainly when I got to Bali and I was just attracting.
Okay.
And it has been a blessing from there. But so I was wondering, should I niche all the way down and just say international or a certain group? I don't know. What you think?
That's a great question. You know, in marketing business, the name of the game is testing. Test, 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 see which one brings the best results.
Okay.
But I would say women around the world.
Okay.
Yeah. You can start your statement with I help women of faith from around the world.
Okay.
And if you can add one extra layer as far as the age bracket, either age bracket or industry based on your personal experience. Like for example, what's your background as far as in your work experience?
So most of my work experience has been criminal justice, performing arts, is layers of stuff.
Okay.
Actress, but a lot of my work, no matter where I've been, has always been known for. I can go to Lonnie. She's a listener. She motivates me.
Okay.
Every industry I've ever been,
Okay.
I've always been like, you're easy to talk to. I can.
All right. So in that case, I would recommend for you to start with I help women of faith from around the world with X doing Y in as little as
This is my 6-week program.
exactly. Yeah.
Okay.
Clear as mud.
There's
Yeah.
I like that.
That's a very common expression in Canada. Clear as mud. Yes, clear as mud.
Clear as mud. Clear as mud.
Any other questions, guys, before we call it a day? Or
Good
night?
stuff. Good stuff. Thank you.
You're welcome. But please implement that. This can really take your business to the next level. Please do it. That's my only ask. Please implement it. All right. I'll share
Okay.
the replay and the slides in an hour or so. And I invite you guys to book a call with me for this week or next week to further brainstorm one-on-one to see how we can implement that into your business. All right. So
Awesome.
All right.
Have a good
All right.
day. So thank
Take
you,
care,
everyone.
guys. Have a beautiful day, evening. See you tomorrow, same time, same place. Take care. Bye-bye.